This video, we will going to take up how to create a template file by using in AutoCAD. So to do that, first I have to go for a new file. I will just click on File, go to New, then you come down to AutoCAD IS4, but don't go for the file type as drawing. Instead, you just click on DWT template file. Okay, you just click on this, go to AutoCAD IS4 template, and you say Open. So once you do that, you have a template file which is starting here. First, I will check whether what is the limits of the drawing. I will just go for limits. I will say it is 420, 297. Yes. So then it is fine. If it is, suppose if it is 12, 9, say for example, if you have 12, uh, limits, I will say 12, 9, upper right corner is 12, 9. So now we have this. Then I will go for limits. Again go for 0, 0. Now I will change it to 420, 297. And then I will say zoom off. Okay. So this has to be done in the beginning. Once you do that, now we will start creating the layers first. In any engineering drawing, you will be having view lines, you will be having XY line, you will be having projector lines, and then you will be having true length, locus lines, then section lines, then hidden lines, then you have text, and then the dimensions. So I want to create all these things in a different layers. So to do that, I will just go for a layer, and the layer dialog box will appear. I will just click on new, that is a new layer, and I will say XY line. So I will type XY, enter. Then I will click on new. The projector line, I will take it as layer 0 itself. Then I want to take it as a, new view line or visible line. Then I want a hidden line. Okay. Then I want a projector, locus line. Then I will have true length. Okay. Then you have text. Okay. Then you have a section axis line. Go to layer 1. I will try to rename this directly. You'll just go to the rename layer and I will say axis. Okay. Then I will take up text is over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 axis. Then you have the section line. Go to section line. That normally comes in development. Then the line, let us fix line weight first. Layer 0, all the projector lines will be of 0.05. Then the XY line, I want it as 0.13. So you click on 0.13. That is the thickness of the line. Visible line will always have 0.5. Okay. Then hidden lines will have 0.35. Come down to this. Okay. Then locus line will be having 0.05. Okay. Then true length will be having 0.3. Okay. Then the text line will be text. Always you will not have any line type for the text. Axis will have 0.05. Then the section line will also have 0.05. Now then we will going to have the different line types. So here layer, all projector lines will be of continuous. Okay. XY line will be also continuous. Visible lines will also have continuous. Hidden line will be having hidden lines. So how to do that? So here first by default you will always have only one line type which is continuous. You will not be having any other line type. First I want to load that from the library file. I will click on load here and come down to here AutoCAD ISO dot line type library file. You just take the cursor here. Then I want to type H here. The moment when I type H, automatically the cursor jumps to H and I will click on OK. So since it is already loaded in my drawing, so that is the reason why you are getting this. Otherwise, you are not going to get. I will say reload the line type hidden and say, so automatically the hidden line type is loaded. So again, I will come down to hidden here and I will click and I will say, okay. Now the line type has been changed. So the locus line will going to have dash dot. Again, you come down to continuous. Again, here it is already loaded. So in the last, how we are explained, the same thing you have to do it. I will go for load and take the cursor here, come down to type dash dot. Okay. It starts with D. You just type D. So the cursor jumps to dash dot and I will say click on OK and read out this line type. So I will click on dash dot and say OK. Then the true length will be continuous. The text will not have. Axis will going to be center. Go to the load, click on, take the cursor here and type C, that is the first character of the line type. You just click on OK. Again, reload the line type center and come down to center and click on OK. So now the center line type has been loaded. The section line, you just click on this and come down to AutoCAD ISO AW, you just click on this and say OK. So this is the section. Now we will come down to the text or the colors. If you want, you can give the colors, otherwise you can leave it. That is not an issue. Because normally when you want to take the printout, it will be taken in black and white. So normally we don't use it. But if at all, if you want to use, you can give the different colors. How to assign the different colors. So I will go for the projector line since my background is white. So we have to take some contrast colors here. So first I will take the projector lines. Sorry, all the projector lines will going to have the sum of this different colors here. I will just click on this and I will say OK. Then the XY line I want to take somewhere here so that I will just click on this. Then I want the visible lines to be of this blue. Then the hidden lines I want to be on the different line types. Okay. I will just take under the same, I will take somewhere here. Okay. Uh, don't take white true construct. No, let us take bit darker so that you will be able to identify that. Then the locus line will be having this line type and I will say okay. Then the true length I will going to consider somewhere here now. Okay. Then I want the text. I will take it as red color. Okay. Then I'll go for the axis, select some axis, different line types. No, I don't want this. I will come down to this and I will say okay. Then the section line will also have on the same on this side. No, I will take somewhere here. Okay. And I will say okay. So once you change this, all the different colors and line types have been changed. You just come out of this and go to the text. Take the text. You'll just take the specify the start point of text and take the distance as 4 and then you press enter key and then enter. Okay. The next thing is I want to go for dimension, DDIM. Go to modify. First you come down to lines. Select offset from the dimension line, you take it as 3. Yes, this is the one which we are talking about. From the dimension line, the text is offsetted by 45. That is 3 mm. Then extension beyond dimension line, that is this one from here to here or from here to here, it is 1.25. And then come down to symbols and arrows. Arrow size, you take it as 4. And similarly, the text height will also be taken as 4 because by default, both arrows and text will have the same high size. Then in the text placement, vertical is above. That is, you click on above. Then horizontal, it is centered. Okay. View direction left to right. Then text alignment align with the dimension line like this. So if a horizontal line is there, it's above. In the vertical direction, it will be vertical. And in the aligned dimension, it will be aligned to this. And then offset from the dimension line is 3. And go to fit. You don't want to change anything from here. Then you go to the primary units. So linear dimension, decimal, precision is 0. You keep it as it is. Then in angular dimension, you make the precision as 0 because Only in line projections of lines, we require the decimals, the linear dimension of up to second decimal point, and in angular dimension up to second decimal point. The reason why we don't give here, that is basically because it will take up to the second decimal point accuracy for the dimensions. So that is the reason. So then I will just click on OK. Now I will say close it. Now we want to create the boundary now. So now presently, right now we are working on layer 0. I will go for a line, click on the ortho on. Here I will just go to line command. I will select some arbitrary point. I will drag the mouse in this direction and I will type 297. That is the A4 size sheet. Then I will going to take from here. It is on the vertical direction. I will take 210. Then from here it will be 297. It will give it is in this direction and then say close. So this is the drawing sheet which will be given to you for taking the printout. So this is the boundary of the sheet. Then in the border, you will have some the boundary also which is given in the sheet. So for that, I will go for offset and I will going to take this distance as 25. From here, I will take 25. And then again from here, offset, I will take 10. So from here, I will take 10 onto this. Then from here, I will take 15. Then from here, you take 15 also. Once you do that, now you'll go for fillet between these two and between these two and between these two and between these two. So this is the actual boundary area where you want to create the drawing. Now I will go for a point. I will take the end point of this and I will take the end point of this. So this is the actual sheet, and this is the actual sheet, and this is the boundary where within this I need to create the drawing. So this is how we will be able to create this drawing. So now I want to save this. I will go to click on save. And now I want to save this not as a drawing file. I want to take it as the template file. And then come down to AutoCAD ISO and then you click on save. And I will say yes. And they say okay. So this is the template file which has to be created on each computer, so that when you load it onto this, the advantage is the moment when they open the AutoCAD drawing, so automatically this drawing sheet will come, so that all the layers which will be automatically it will be there, then the dimensions, the text, all the parameters which is already set in this will automatically loaded onto the template file. So the advantage is the repetition of all these things will be avoided in our when you want to teach for the students. Only you give the actual command and the solution which is required for the conducting for doing the examination. So this is the advantage of creating the template drawing in AutoCAD. Thank you.